Let's talk about Germany's history. Imagine stepping back in time to Germany in the 1970s, a decade of transformation and contrast. The Berlin Wall still divided the nation, a stark symbol of the ideological divide between East and West. And the Cold War cast a long, ominous shadow over Europe, influencing every aspect of life. West Germany was experiencing an economic boom, with bustling cities and a thriving industrial sector, while East Germany followed a different path under communist rule, marked by state control and surveillance. Life was different then, from the Clothes People wore, which reflected the vibrant fashion trends of the era, to the food they ate, rich in traditional flavors. Join us as we take a journey back to explore the fascinating world of Germany 50 years ago, a time of both nostalgia and progress. The 1970s was a time of significant change and upheaval in Germany, with political events shaping the social landscape. The country was still healing from the wounds of World War II, rebuilding its cities and society, and the division between East and West was a constant source of tension, with families and friends separated by the wall. Yet, amid these challenges, life went on. People fell in love, raised families, celebrated traditions, and worked hard to build a better future, striving for a sense of normalcy and hope in uncertain times. Fashion in 1970s Germany was a mix of modern trends and traditional styles. Bell bottoms, platform shoes, and psychedelic patterns were all the rage, reflecting the influence of the disco era. Young people embraced these bold looks, while older generations stuck to more conservative attire. Traditional clothing, such as lederhosen for men and dirndls for women, continued to be worn in rural areas and during festivals. These garments, with their intricate embroidery and historical significance, represented a connection to Germany's cultural heritage. Germany has a rich tapestry of traditions and customs passed down through generations. In the 1970s, many of these traditions were still an integral part of daily life. Families gathered for Sunday dinners, often enjoying a hearty roast with potatoes and dumplings. Religious holidays, such as Christmas and Easter, were celebrated with special foods, decorations, and church services. Children eagerly awaited the arrival of St. Nicholas on December 6th, hoping to receive sweets and small gifts. German cuisine is known for its hearty and flavorful dishes, often featuring meat, potatoes, and rich sauces. In the 1970s, traditional recipes were still very popular. Schnitzel Sauerbraten and Kartoffelsalat were staples on many dinner tables, while international cuisine was starting to gain popularity. It was not as widespread as it is today. Fast food was also less common, with most people enjoying home-cooked meals, festive attire, costumes for every occasion. Germany is a country with a deep appreciation for festivals and celebrations, where traditions are cherished and passed down through generations. From Carnival to Oktoberfest, there are countless opportunities to don traditional costumes and revel in German culture, each festival bringing its own unique flair and excitement. In the 1970s, these festivals were just as vibrant and lively as they are today, filled with music, dance, and a sense of joy that was palpable in the air. During Carnival, people would dress up in colorful costumes and masks, parading through the streets and attending festive balls, creating a magical atmosphere of celebration and mystery. Oktoberfest, the world famous beer festival, was a time for donning lederhosen and dirndls, enjoying traditional Bavarian music, and indulging in copious amounts of beer, all while sharing laughter and stories with friends and strangers alike. These festivals provided a sense of community and a chance to celebrate German heritage, bringing people together in a shared experience of cultural pride and festive spirit, tying the not marriage traditions in the 1970s. Marriage was a significant life event in 1970s Germany. Traditional gender roles were still prevalent, with men often being the primary breadwinners and women focusing on homemaking and child rearing. Weddings were typically formal affairs, often held in churches or town halls. The brides wore white gowns, while the grooms donned suits. After the ceremony, guests would gather for a reception where they would enjoy food, drinks, and dancing. Gifts were typically practical items to help the newlyweds set up their home, education, and work, shaping young minds and building careers. Education was highly valued in 1970s Germany. Children attended school from ages 6 to 15, receiving a well-rounded education that emphasized both academics and vocational skills. After completing their compulsory education, students could choose to pursue apprenticeships, vocational schools, or university degrees. The German economy was booming in the 1970s, providing ample job opportunities. Manufacturing, engineering, and technology were key industries, offering well-paying jobs and career advancement prospects. Unemployment was low, and many Germans enjoyed a high standard of living. Leisure and entertainment. How Germans relaxed and had fun. After a long week of work or school, Germans in the 1970s enjoyed a variety of leisure activities. Spending time with family and friends was a top priority, often involving outdoor activities such as hiking, cycling, or visiting local parks. Television was a popular form of entertainment, with shows like Dinner for One and Tatort captivating audiences. Cinema was also enjoyed by many, with both German and international films drawing crowds. On weekends, people would often visit local cafes or pubs, enjoying coffee, cake, or a cold beer with friends and neighbors. Reflections on the past. Germany's transformation over 50 years. Looking back on Germany 50 years ago, it's striking to see how much has changed. The streets, once filled with vintage cars and traditional markets, have transformed into bustling hubs of modernity. The Berlin Wall has fallen, reuniting East and West Germany. This monumental event not only reshaped the nation's political landscape, but also its social and cultural fabric. The country has become a global leader in technology, engineering, and environmental sustainability. Innovations in renewable energy and cutting-edge engineering projects showcase Germany's commitment to a sustainable future. Fashion, cuisine, and social customs have all evolved, reflecting the country's increasing globalization and multiculturalism. From traditional lederhosen to contemporary fashion trends, the evolution is evident. Yet despite these changes, many of the core values and traditions that define German culture remain strong. Festivals celebrating German heritage and family traditions continue to be an integral part of life, from the importance of family and community to the love of good food and beer. Germany today still carries the legacy of its past. Beer festivals and family gatherings are still cherished traditions. As we move further into the 21st century, it will be fascinating to see how Germany continues to evolve, balancing its rich history with its dynamic present and promising future. The blend of traditional values with modern advancements paints a promising picture for the years to come. Please subscribe. Thank you. If you have any comments, please ask. Don't be shy.